G'day there folks, I'm Beanie, you're watching Beanie Draws, and in this video I'm getting back to a bit of dinosaur action. I'm going to be doing a cute version of Mosasaurus. So I'm going to start with the body, if you can even see that. Okay, so I've drawn a little bit of a ball for the body. Then what I think I'll do is we'll draw in a bit of a long, circular, semicircle, rounded line. And that will work as the tail. This is going to be refined quite a bit, so this is less of a exactly how to draw it, more just kind of going with the flow. You'll see as I'm drawing it what I'm doing. Got the tail, so that's going to be what the tail's going to look like. I'm going to draw a bit of the top of it, a bit of a spiky spine go along the tail. So I'm going to draw that. Then we're going to have the head up around here. So I'm going to draw a line like that, line like that. This is just a really rough kind of gauge of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to draw a ball in here because we're going to have a cute little Mosasaurus playing with a ball in water. So we've got a rough ball in there. I'm going to draw a little bit of the bottom of its jaw, so a line there, a bit of a line there, and a rough line there. So it's going to be a very loose kind of rough idea of what the lower jaw will look like. I think I might have the head kind of like the top of the head like that. So I'll draw an eye around there, a bit of a placement for the eye. And then I'm going to draw a flipper, or at least a loose placement for the flipper, and another flipper line there. I think the body won't be quite so circular and rounded, so I'll draw a line through there. So that would be more of the shape of the body. Might adjust it here and there. And I'm going to draw a flipper here. And a flipper there. And I think I'll do some spikes along its back just roughly. Kind of going to be biggish, smallish, whatever. So a spike there and a spike there. I'm going to make his tummy a bit bigger. Make his tummy a bit bigger there. And so yeah, I just add lines. That was originally going to be the line for the stomach. The original line was going to be this round circle, and I just kind of refined it bit by bit. And I just erase the bits that I don't want to have any further. And that's not too bad. Now what we're going to do is we're going to refine the head a bit. We're going to refine the eye, and then we're also going to be doing more of the tail. So I think what we'll do is we'll work on the eye. I mean, the ball's already there, the ball of the eye, but I'm just going to refine it a little bit. I'm going to try and draw a nice little line that acts as the eyelid, and then we're going to try and find a nice sort of balance between angry and cute. So that's not too bad. We'll probably refine it a little bit down the track, but we've got a bit of a circular line going like that. So I fixed up the image quality a little bit. I think I'm having a few problems with my camera. Well, hopefully you could already see what I've done here. I'm going to refine the ball a little bit, like so. I think I will work on the lower part of the jaw. So I'm going to bring that out like so. So a nice long, fairly straight but fairly curved line. Then a little bit of a line like that, just for a bit of a cheek jaw sort of line. And draw a line here. That's going to work as the lower part of the jaw. And then I'm going to work from the chin and bring a nice line out towards that jaw like so. Not too bad. And I'll work a bit of a line in there. Might refine it a little bit. I think there needs to be a few little wrinkly lines in here, just to kind of give a bit of texture, and the fact that, you know, the jaw moves about a bit. Gonna have a bit of an eyebrow ridge here. So bring that down like so, and that will connect into the head. Then I'm gonna work on the top of the mouth and the jawline and the tip of the mouth. Just going to draw like that, and maybe put in a few little teeth along the way. So there you go, there's some teeth. I'm going to give it a bit of a slitty. Does the Mosasaurus have a slit for an eye for a pupil, or does it have like a sort of a round circle for a pupil? Either I'm just going to kind of go with something like that. And then from the nose, am I going to give it a sort of a flatter edged, I might go with a slightly curved snout line like so. And that's not looking too bad. Okay, I think the head, it'd have a bit of a neck from a neckline from the top of the head down through the body, like so. And just going to refine that stomach even more. And I think I'll have the jaw going to about there, and then a neck line fold thing like so. Going to give a bit of a, I don't know, bit of a wibbly wobbly line. And then I'll do a line like here. We're going to refine this flipper. I'm going to give it a line that kind of goes from the tip here and sort of tapers out. So it's got a little bit of an edge to the flipper, like so. So go and give it a bit of a pointy, wing, kind of flippy vibe. Not the best at describing, but you get the vibe, you get the idea. So as you can see, what I just did there is I drew two lines. The first line, I thought that would make the flipper look a little bit too, I don't know, too thin and narrow, so I've added this line just to sort of beef it up a bit, make it a bit wider. So get rid of that line. And I'm already thinking that if this, I'm probably going to vectorize this image up actually, and if it's any good and it doesn't get me into legal trouble, because, you know, bootleg artworks and all that, but I'm going to try and make this into a t-shirt. So I will have the final product available on my Redbubble when this is finished. So I'm just going to put a little flipper there, and then the bottom of the flipper like so, making that flipper a little bit bigger than this one, just kind of for a bit of a dynamic vibe. This isn't meant to be realistic, this is meant to be sort of, you know, cartoony and cute, so like that. And then gonna give a bit of, actually, to be honest, I don't even know if we really need this kind of edge line. I don't really think it needs it. So I'm just going to erase most of that. Erase that. I'm going to erase these sort of founding lines as well. Erase that bit. That's not too bad. Okay, just going to refine that bit of flipper line and bring it down. And then around here, I'm going to, the idea here is it's got a fat stomach that eventually turns into a, it's meant to have like a solid tubular kind of tail that kind of goes into a sort of a long flat thing. So I'm going to draw in the bottom of the tail like so. I'm kind of imagining this line goes straight through the entire body, as you can kind of see around here. And then I'm going to try and think three-dimensionally. I'm going to tidy this up slightly to help me visualize what I'm meant to be doing. So the idea here is we want to sort of visualize or you know, make it look like it's a tubed part of a tail that gradually gets narrower and flatter, like that. I'm kind of drawing these little lines to sort of give you the idea of that, you know, this part of the tail is going to be flat. So I'm drawing little cross sections. So these are going to be flat bits that eventually, gradually, get a little bit wider, then eventually gets curved. So think of it like a wireframe model if you can. So you've got these sort of cylinders going along, and they get wider and wider, and then thinner and thinner and thinner, till the point you get a flat tail. So hopefully that kind of gives it a bit of sense. And then I'm going to draw some little spines. So I think what we'll do is, the idea is the spines are going to be like, you know, flat lines along, and then kind of like the spine like that. Kind of like how I did with my, which actually turned out to be my most popular video, my Mosasaurus drawing, which I'll have to figure out a way to put a little link in the description. Because I have had some people ask me, oh, can you draw a Mosasaurus? I'm like, well, I have. I've got a lot of videos now, so it's a little bit harder to find what you want to find. I'm actually thinking about making a full-on website that makes it a little bit easier to search for those kind of videos, but we'll work that out at some point. But as you can see here, I've drawn these spines, and so I'm just going to tidy up that little bit. I think that's looking pretty good though. And then I will draw a little line here that will sort of represent the side and top. There's an imaginary line here, which I think once I start rendering this, which I'm thinking I might have to because, you know, it looks kind of cool, I'm going to render this sort of more pencil-like, like how I did with my cute Indominus Rex, but it's eventually, when it's finished, it's actually going to be more vectorized. So I'm just gonna do these spines along the tail, like so. Get these spines getting a little bit thinner and narrower, and then eventually they're going to be hidden by the tail, because the back of the whole body is kind of through there, and you can't see it because it's hidden by all its body stuff and its tail and bits. And then gradually you see bits of spine poking out from behind to the point where, you know, there's no longer any body hiding, no longer any body. There's no longer any tail or body hiding the spines, and then you see the whole spine, if that makes any sense. And I'm gonna put in some more of these sort of spiny things. So I think these spikes look okay. I'll just refer to my source images. But I think that these spines, you don't want the spines on the back to be too big. Might make them a little bit bigger for, you know, for caricature satirical value. But I'm not going to go too insane. And I think I prefer this this version to what I drew previously. So I just drew some little spikes there. Just going to draw some, refine these flippers, like so. Probably not going to worry too much about too much detail on those flippers. I'm going to fix up these teeth on its lower mouth or lower jaw, and I'll probably leave the details and skin texture style to the rendering stage. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do the skin a little bit differently to the movie version, but we'll just wait and see. But just to finish it off, I'm going to draw the little top of the ball, and then a line that kind of follows the
and I think that pretty much calls it a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I will be doing another video after this one on how to render it and color it. Won't be going too far, but I will be doing a little bit extra with it. But until then, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like this video, share it around to your mates if you want to. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheerio for now.
Through the whole thing in a oh, actually, might see if I can just squeeze in a line there for the inside of the mouse. So it kind of looks like it's a little bit more 3D. But as I erase, hopefully this kind of looks cool. I'm just going to tidy up my lines a bit.
So that's pretty much a wrap for this video on how to draw a cute baby Mosasaurus. Hopefully you liked it. I thought it'd be a little bit of fun. The next video I'm going to do based on this one is I'm going to be teaching you how to do some rendering and shading with pencil in a more precise manner. But otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheerio for now.